all my private property friends, why do some transformation make more than others? People always say, follow the plans from the government and you'll be safe and can reap healthy rewards in the next 3 to 5 years. But is it always true? Take for example, J Gateway versus Woodleigh Residences. J Gateway made an average profit of 250k over the past 10 years, while Woodleigh Residences made 500k over the past 5 years. Why is this so? Let's dive deeper. So, in terms of transformation, it's split into 3 phases. The first phase, announcement. The second phase, completion. And the final phase is infrastructure. Phase 1, the transformation is announced and awareness is raised. So, naturally, the prices will slowly increase. Next, they will go into the completion phase, where people will see the transformation completing. That gives consumers a lot more confidence. Third phase, the government can't complete MRT and not build anything around it, am I right? So the next thing will be infrastructure, and that's where the growth story happens. Let's use the Woodleigh area, the Bidadari estates as an example. As we can see in this chart, the announcement of the North-East line was in 1996. The opening of Woodleigh MRT was in 2011. From the first phase to the second phase, the property prices appreciated at an average of 41%. You will see after the completion phase, the Woodleigh prices actually went up by 57%. Now, the next phase comes in, which is the infrastructure phase. We see the announcement of the Bidadari estate happened in 2013. The completion of Bidadari estate was done in 2021, and the prices appreciated at an average of 33%, followed by the completion of Woodleigh Residences and Woodleigh Mall, which continued driving up the prices by 22%. In total, after the completion phase, it went up by 112%. On the contrary, why did Jurong, despite being announced at the second CBD in 2014, until today, the prices still haven't skyrocketed yet? Because they're still stuck in the announcement phase. They haven't completed the transformation yet. And that's why they cannot go into the infrastructure phase. As compared to Woodleigh, they have already gone through the 3 phases. So, by applying this concept, you will be able to identify a new story. The Thomson East Coast Line. The announcement was in 2014. The completion for the Lentor portion was in 2021, followed by the East Coast portion in 2023. Now, after the completion, what phase is it? Infrastructure. And that's where the growth story is happening. And if you are smart and you adapted these key concepts, you will be able to identify where you should be for immediate returns in the next 3 years. So why did the government need to sell Woodlands and Lentor first? Because it will act as a price support for the next few stations, such as Upper Thomson, Caldecott, and Bright Hill stations. These are considered to be RCR properties that may be launching at 2008 to 3000 per square foot. Same thing for the East Coast area. There's a reason why the government chose to launch land in Katong Park, Tanjung Katong, and Marine Parade first, because these are considered prime East Coast, where Singaporean consumers are able to accept 3000 per square foot and above. But don't forget, there are new townships coming up in Siglap as well as Bayshore. What will the government be launching these land prices at, and how much the developer be selling it at? Likely, with Bayshore having sea views, it likely is going to be 3000 PSF. In order for consumers to accept the 3000 per square foot in a non-prime East Coast area, they definitely need to sell out the prime East Coast area first, so that consumers will be funded down to new townships like Siglap and Bayshore. The same goes for the Orchard area. If you look at the prime district area like District 9 and 10, you will realize there is a rejuvenation plan. We have the Orchard Boulevard and Napier stations, and recent land sales are happening at the TEL line. There are opportunities in the OCR, RCR, and CCR regions. But just how are you going to be picking your projects? So I believe by showing you these key concepts, you'll be able to funnel in and have crystal clear directions on how you should be picking your projects. And that's why in this very special video, I'm proposing 2 ebooks for my consumers. The first ebook is Project Selection Framework, the continuation of the key concepts that I just mentioned, followed by another ebook, Unit Selection Framework, which will help you to choose a unit and maximize your returns. We will highlight key concepts. For example, just by paying 40,000 more, choosing a better unit can actually result in a $250,000 difference in terms of profits. Click on the link below and get your ebooks for free.